Good morning. Lana Scott, Lighthouse. So guys, today I'm much better, but yesterday I felt so off that I literally stayed in bed all day except to get up and take Oliver to and from work. I took my friend Lisa to work, and I had just a little bit of a headache, but I didn't even really feel drained. I just felt off. Like, I called my daughter-in-law in Mississippi, and I told her, I finally got a hold of her later in the evening, and I told her, I said, I've been in bed all day. That is so, and even she was like, what? Because that is not me. And I kept telling her, I feel like something's just gone. And I feel like I sloughed off something, like something left, some weight, some kind of emotional baggage, or some kind of unwanted energy. And whatever it is, it's gone today. I actually woke up in the middle of the night going, wow, I feel so much better. I just feel like energetically, as a healer, I have healed something in myself. And sometimes we don't know what it is. But regardless, if you wake up one morning and you feel crappy, but you don't know why, and it's like you're not running a fever, you're not coughing, you're not sick to you just feel off, that is something energetically to me. It may feel differently to you, may come across as something differently, but at any rate, I feel like something in me has been healed and has been like, no more, poof, and I've kicked it subconsciously just out. So, and I have had a few things, because this is Mercury retrograde, I have had a few things come back. And one thing I actually put myself into, that I had to have some kind of clarification for myself. And I had a little situation come up where I went and revisited the past, and I shouldn't have. And I suddenly realized something. And this was like 3 days ago. And then I kind of got mad about it. And then I thought about it logically, and I'm like, okay, well, considering this part of the situation and this part of the situation, I'm just going to let that go. And because when I put it in different terms for myself, and sometimes you have to look at a situation and go and look at it from a different perspective. So I looked at, I tell y'all, everything is mindset. So I looked at it from a different perspective, and I said, well, this is your part of the situation, and this is the other part of the situation. And when I looked at it in a different way, I realized I have nothing to feel bad about. So I let it go, and I guess that's why it energetically, I just booted it out on a subconscious level. And sometimes that can happen. So I went through a healing, and guys, I literally, except for getting up and taking someone somewhere, I slept all day yesterday. That is extremely unlike me. And then I slept half the night too. I think I only woke up twice last night. So I got up this morning. I woke up at 3, and then I went and laid down and actually fell back asleep again. And then I woke up a little before my alarm went off, because I have to pick my friend up. And I'm like, okay, whatever it is, it's gone. I've come to terms with it on some kind of a level, and I have healed from it. And you don't always know. But if you go through what I just went through, know that you have healed yourself on some kind of level, either on an energetic level, subconscious level, physical level, maybe a little bit of all three. So I had done a reading, and I'm going to share it with you guys later today. I had done a reading on the 2nd, and I asked my runes, I said, okay, so how can I bridge the gap between my waking world and what I go through every day and what I feel every day and what the divine of the universe is trying to tell me? And originally I was not going to share it with you guys, but I'm going to upload it later on today and share it with you guys, because I feel like it's something that maybe other people might go through. So because of that, I'm going to share it with y'all, and it's a personal thing. I've also been talking to y'all a little bit about starting to journal. So I've started to journal. Actually, that poem I wrote, You Are a Warrior, I've got 3 rune books that all talk about the runes in a different way. And I was just looking over some of the general meanings of them. Because sometimes when you re-look at something, and this is Mercury retrograde, rewrite, re-look, rethink, redo, you'll get different impressions. So I looked at the different feelings and different things I was getting that the runes were telling me on all 24 of them. And that's where you are the warrior. Guys, I've never wrote a poem or anything like that in my life that I can remember. I used to write short stories when I was like 9, 10 years old as a kid. But I've decided I'm going to retake up the journaling bit. and rewriting, and I went and bought some loose leaf notebook paper. I'm gonna find something to put it in, a binder probably, because that way I can just flip through, move around pages however I want. If you put it in a notebook, sometimes you might want to, organize things a certain way. So I'm now deciding to start writing down some things, and so I can see, because MJ on Soulful Revolution talks about journaling. She's been journaling or keeping a diary, however you want to look at it, for years. And she said, I can go back 2 years from now, 3 years from now, and see where I was and what has changed. So I'm going to suggest, maybe I'll even do a video on that, and we'll sit down and we'll set up a book somehow. And then y'all can make up your own or not. But that's where that You Are a Warrior came from, was from looking through another one of my books, because I get a different perspective or a different emotional feeling off the runes every time I do something like that. And I don't do it all the time, because I've realized I channel a lot. So yeah, but today I feel a lot better, and I feel like I'm starting a new chapter. So I'm going to later on, because not right now, I'm waiting for Oliver to come out, I'm going to share that reading with y'all. And because my handwriting looks like chicken scratch because I'm ADHD, I actually sat down and rewrote it. And guys, whenever I write something and the angels have a hand in it, my handwriting changes. Don't ask me, I don't know. I really, there's some things, oh, here comes Oliver. Some things I do not know. So all I'm saying is that, yes, these things, sometimes things change up. So I'm going to show you all that reading later. And say hi, Oliver. So I'm picking up my youngin' here. Guys, I will get back with y'all, and we're going to discuss that reading that I did and what the past couple of days have meant. Lana Scott Lighthouse.